to this book. I really like the book cover because it just has character. It has this style that I'm into. I don't know how to describe it, of course, because I'm not very well versed in art, but there's this very steep mountain, and it appears that this person, Jane, I don't know how to pronounce her name or their name, by Charlotte Bronte, and there's this huge dark looking castle with these spires, I would say. I'm not sure what they're called. And the only golden warm embellishment is this one. You can see closely. Over here. Yeah. And I really like the paper texture. Very nice to feel. So Jane Eyre. I'm just going to try reading maybe the first page. So, chapter 1. There was no possibility of taking a walk that day. We had been wandering indeed, in the leafless shrubbery, an hour in the morning. But since dinner, Mrs. Reed, when there was no company, dined early. The cold winter wind had brought with it clouds so somber, and a rain so penetrating, that further outdoor exercise was now out of the question. I was glad of it. I never liked walks, especially on chilly afternoons. Dreadful to me was the coming home in the raw twilight, with nipped fingers and toes, and a heart saddened by the chidings of Bessie, nurse, and humbled by the consciousness of my physical inferiority to Eliza, John, and Georgiana Reed. The said Eliza, John, and Georgiana were now clustered around their mamma in the drawing room. She lay reclined on a sofa by the fireside, and with her darlings upon her, for the time neither quarreling nor crying, looked perfectly happy. Me, she had dispensed from joining the group, saying she regretted to be under the necessity of keeping me at a distance. But that until she heard from Bessie, and could discover by her own observation that I was endeavoring in good earnest to acquire a more sociable and childlike disposition, more attractive and sprightly manner, something lighter, franker, more natural as it were. She really must exclude me from privileges intended only for contented, happy little children. What does Bessie say I have done? I asked. Jane, I don't like cavaliers or questionnaires. Besides, there is something truly forbidding in a child taking up her elders in that manner. Be seated somewhere, and until you can speak pleasantly, remain silent. A small breakfast room adjoined the drawing room. I slipped in there. It contained a bookcase. I soon possessed myself of a volume, taking care that it should be one stored with pictures. I mounted into the window seat, gathering up my feet. I sat cross-legged like a Turk, and having drawn the red moreen curtain nearly close, I was shrined in double retirement. Folds of scarlet drapery shut in my view to the right hand. To the left were the clear panes of glass, protecting but not separating me from the drear November day. At intervals, while turning over the leaves in my book, I studied the aspect of that winter afternoon. Afar, it offered a pale blank of mist and cloud. Near, a scene of wet lawn and storm-beat shrub, with ceaseless rain sweeping away wildly before a long and lamentable blast. I returned to my book, Bewick's History of British Birds. The letterpress thereof I care little for, generally speaking, and there were certain introductory pages, child as I was, I could not pass quite as a blank. They were those with treats, the haunts of seafowl. I'm losing my breath, so it's time. The rod is blue. The rod is blue. It says loosely booked organ. Olympic medalist. Bubbles. Butterflies and moths are some of the most amazing creatures in nature. Around 180,000 different kinds in all shapes, sizes, and colors can be found across the globe. Natural History Illustrator Ben Rothery creates his selection of the most stunning examples in this selection for all ages, from the popular monarch to the striking blue morpho. Discover what makes butterflies and moths truly sensational. Sensational butterflies. Sensational butterflies. And can you just follow along the tracing the outline? Is one of the world's carnivorous caterpillars, which prefer to eat insects rather than fruits. Copper family. The small copper is an energetic little butterfly. Life of an adult butterfly. Common blues. Well-played alternate. Close leafwing, zebra, longwing, gold-banded forester, purple emperor, monarch, post, and blue pansy. This one is a blue morpho. And this one, the Duke of Burgundy, is the only member of the metalmark family found in the United Kingdom, appearing mostly in the south and England in spring, where it lives in woodlands and feeds on primrose flowers. Camouflage, mimicry, and display. Yeah, wow. Really cool. This one is found in China and Taiwan. It is so perfectly colored that in pattern to resemble a curled dead leaf, so it can hide among leaf litter on the forest floor. The hornet moth is found in Europe and the Middle East. Bird butterflies are named for the quick, darting way they fly. They dash from plant to plant in quick bursts, with a bouncing motion a lot like a rock skimming across the surface of a pond. They're amazing sprinters with stronger wing muscles than most other butterflies, meaning they can reach speeds of more than 30 miles an hour. That's as fast as a racehorse. Is a common medium-sized butterfly with a wingspan of 6.5 to 8.5 centimeters. It's typically found in tropical forests throughout Southeast Asia. One of the most endangered butterflies in the United Kingdom. It's one of the producing menstruation. This one is long, right now. The starry night meadowlark is found in the rainforests of South America. These tiny spotted butterflies cluster in groups and can be found around pools of mud from which they drink minerals. Starry night. It does remind me of a star-filled night. It's found in the southeastern part of the United States. Southeastern part of the United States. Coriander meadowlark. The antennas are very straight. So I forgot to press the record button, and I ended up needing to redo the whole thing. So here we have a non-fiction book by Uche Blackstock, MD. It's called Legacy, Legacy. A black physician reckons with racism in medicine. And here we have a stethoscope. When I can't pronounce the word stethoscope, and multicolored and different patterns. Here there's an orange illustration. Here's some floral illustration along here, and some roots, some fractals going on over there. And it's a few months ago. It was published a few months ago. So, quote by Jacqueline Woodson says, "A brilliant and timely wake-up call of a memoir. In Dr. Blackstone's capable hands, a light is shown upon the deep inequities of our medical system. But more than a lament, this book is a battle cry. And like Dr. Blackstock, so many of us will find through reading Legacy that we are ready for the fight." And again, this is a quote describing the book Legacy by, this quote is from Jacqueline Woodson, who you may have read some of her works. Oh, another person you may have known, Ruha Benjamin, a deeply personal reckoning with our collective inheritance and an invitation for each of us to demand better of ourselves and Art Society. And one, a quote by Abram X. Kendi, who I think wrote something about not being anti-racist. Legacy is an illuminating and stirring journey of a book, illuminating the devastating cycle of racism in our healthcare system, the stirring, the inimitable family and career of Dr. Uche Blackstock, and her quest to dismantle medical racism. My name is full of tones and rhythms, melodies and harmonies, chords and cadences. Each syllable, each sound is a building block in an architecture constructed over oceans, across generations. Say my name. My name is He Xiaoguang. I am the daughter of dynasties. My family flows through me, pulling power from heaven with promises of peace and prosperity. I am the first light of morning, reaching over the horizon, the rays of a new day stretching into life. Say my name. My name is Ofa Kivaha Tupok Malohi. Born while my dad crossed the sea, I am the union of hearts that pulse with pounding waves and flow with the salt water, lifeblood of the world. I am a descendant of kings and a fierce warrior of the South Pacific. Our islands are small, but we are immense. We are children of the ocean. Say my name. My name is Bahan Hosini. Once a jewel cradled in my mother's arms, I look to Allah for guidance and walk with angels over my shoulders and prayers to sustain my steps. I am the poetry of my people, its stanzas and verses, weaving tapestries of history, are carried in might. In my soul, say my name. My name is Nizoni Yazi. I am Tochili ni Better Water, born for Totso ni Big Water. My maternal grandfather is Ashika Totsoni, fruit strung out in a line. And my paternal grandfather is Yani Towering people. This is how I am a woman. I live with Hojo, greeting the sun rolling across the sky, running through days, months, years, in a universe where I walk in beauty. Say my name. My name is George Til Luna. The power of my people spread through lands touched by the sun before the conquistadors came. I love the flow of their dress. My history is as complex and layered as the star-pointed petals of a pale pink dahlia, but I am the moon with strength to pull oceans across earth and tidal waves that shape and shift the future. Say my name. My name is Akosua Akim Pong. I am Sunday's child, one who flew in into the world on the Lord's day with eyes closed and hands folded. The rhythms of the Adumpan, the Apantema, and the Atoke sing praises through my veins as I dance through a world destined to remember my every step. Say my name. Wrap your tongue around its sounds and memorize its shapes. Say it over and over and over again until its tones and rhythms, its melodies and harmonies, its chords and cadences carve home in your mouth and settle in your spirit. Each syllable, each sound is a building block, an architecture constructed over oceans and across generations. They are pieces laid by those who looked into the heavens and saw me in the stars, who knew me before they knew me and lived that I might be. My name is a window to my world, a door to my destiny, a key to unlock the dreams of my ancestors, the hopes of my family, and the divine that lives within. Say my name. Anything less is not me. All the shapes and sizes and textures. He xiao guang, ova ki vaha top su pomalohi, bisan hoseni, ne chuan yazi, so